All right, we got a good one here. This one's going to make your blood boil a little bit. Well, probably quite a bit. It's called Killer Cop Gets Away with Murder of Joshua Feast. No charges for cop who fatally shot Joshua Feast. Let's get to it.
No charges for a cop who fatally shot Joshua Feast in the back. In the back, ladies and gentlemen, despite police caught lying on their reports, and the officer who was involved, the key player, has a violent past in his record. This is a story of Mr. Feast, 22 years of age, black male, fatally shot by Lamarck, Texas, police officer Jose Santos. This was back December 9th, 2020, okay? It ended the way most of these stories end. Cop commits an insane act against a citizen and is then justified, exonerated, not held accountable. A grand jury elected not to take any action against Santos.
Yep. Another case at point that the fucking cops getting qualified immunity, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another case right here.
After an independent investigation conducted by the Galveston County Sheriff's Office and the County Criminal District Attorney's Office. What? Yeah, them. They're buddies. Feast was a person of interest in an ongoing investigation into recent shootings in the city of Lamarck. And according to police, he had 2 outstanding felony warrants, including felony possession of a firearm and felony evading arrest. Now, let me pause there because people will use that to justify being shot in the back. I don't give a damn what he is suspected of. I do not care that he...
Exactly. You know what? I don't give a damn what he's suspected. I wouldn't give 2 shits if he was suspected of a parking violation, shoplifting, aggravated assault, or even freaking murder, for God's sake. This is unjustifiable. Let's continue.
He was under investigation. I don't. You see, due process is due process for this very reason.
There's a reason why it's called due process.
Cannot be investigator, accuser, and then the one who carries out the extermination of the life. No, because that eliminates due process. And amazingly, it's people that say they believe in the Constitution are the ones who will say this guy got what he deserved, even though clearly he should be alive. Everybody that deserves to meet a judge does not deserve to meet a maker. Okay? That's how this should work. Due process should absolutely be applied to every...
You know, it's like the saying is, you know, like some of the cops out there want to take justice in their own hand. They want to be the judge, jury, and executioner with all will fell one swoop like that. I mean, people like that, if they're going to face charges like that, they're going to go to court and face indictment and like that, called due process like that. Yeah, it's called, let the legal system, let the law, the judge and jury and the prosecutor, let them do their jobs like that. And the guy, if he was deserve like 5 years or 15 years, so be it. But yeah, just like some people are going to say, well, he deserved it, he got it. You know, like one less bad guy off the street, one for the good guys. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Everybody. All right, but the camera footage released about 2 weeks after the shooting proved major contradictions between what happened and what was in writing by the police. Okay? Let's go to the video.
Let's get to it. Here we are.
Okay. This is muted because the cop intentionally muted the sound. Just so you know in the beginning.
1,000 block of Purtle, 1,000 block of Purtle, send me units now. Show me hands! Show me hands! Show me hands! Help me. 41, we're in front of 1010 Purtle. Stage medics. First unit to get here, I need you to recover the gun. He dropped it just outside of Dodge Charger.
Yeah. Okay. Officials claim that Feast not only pointed a gun at police, but that he actually fired at them before he was shot in the back. But nothing in the video indicates that ever happened. Investigators also said Santos identified himself to Feast and observed that he saw the gun he was allegedly holding before firing at him. But that can't be heard in the video for reasons the city officials explained, saying the first 30 seconds of the video have no sound because when Axon cameras are turned on, the system goes into buffering mode for 30 seconds, which is bull. Let's put up a picture of this young man who was shot in the back by those who are sworn to protect and serve. Now let's put up a picture of Officer Jose Santos being awarded honored distinction. Civil rights attorney Ben Trump, who was representing the Feast family, pointed to Santos' violent past and wondered why he was even still allowed to be a police officer. Santos has been involved with at least one other incident of brutalizing a black young man. As it goes, most of these cats that end up making the media, they already have a history, a background. Ben, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to disconnect this from the person that was actually killed, because whenever
people say,
whenever
like
police
Dante
officers
Colvin
kill
like that,
somebody in the United States, there's always this trial of the person who lost their life.
4 years ago,
it's always this like, oh, well, do they have a warrant? Do they have this, that, and the other thing? I mean, the story we covered earlier, literally, they killed a child who was like saintly. I mean, to use that term, like, pretty much saintly in nature. And that's probably what led to those charges eventually happening, right? It's just the sort of spotless record of the person. And so what is undoubtedly happening is there's probably some sort of conversation between like the DA and the police officers basically saying, oh, is this life worth somebody's career? And they literally are just arguing about what your life is worth. And like, anybody that's killed by a police officer is under the law by definition innocent, because you're innocent until a judge and a jury finds you guilty, right? So I don't care about warrants or anything like that. Except for the people who are making decisions about what counts as justified killing of a random person. They care, and that's what they're weighing, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, and think about the irony here. It is clear that the police reports are contrary to the facts, okay? Now, the grand jury, they don't charge this cop or anybody with manslaughter, murder, criminally negligent homicide. But think about it. It's a violation of your oath to lie on a police report. You literally lied on an official document, and there is no penalty for you whatsoever. You are an executive in law enforcement. You carry out the enforcement of laws, but you don't love the laws you enforce. You don't follow the laws you enforce. You don't really respect the law, is my point. All you're doing is utilizing the law as a pretext to get away with criminality yourself.
Yeah. And here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another case of qualified immunity. That's right. The cops always tell you, say you can't lie. Oh yeah, but the cops lie all the time on the report and their statements. And here's one more fact before we get out of here as well. It's like if an average civilian, citizen kills a cop, what's going to happen to him? He's going to get life without parole or the death penalty in many states. But if the cop kills an unarmed civilian, what happens to them? They might get slapped in the wrist, suspension. Very few get charged as well. And there's another case in point. With that said, I'm out here, Mike Chubb. Peace out. Much love and respect.